Hi, my lovely people. Happy Sunday. What a shady Sunday it is. I mean, one thing you can say about these YouTube streets, baby, is that no matter what day of the week it is always going to be some shade and some shenanigans going on up on this app. OMG. When I tell you, Peach is over here, I don't even know what the word is, but being shady is one. Being a whack is number two. And just being herself is number three. A lot of people try to make excuses for her behavior, but I'm going to tell you something. When you can say how you feel in a community post, what y'all have to realize about a community post, right? You have to write it. You have to read it. You have to come up with the words. You can edit it. You have to sit there and you have to think about what you're going to write, proofread it, and then you have to post it. So when she makes these side-eye shady comments and things in her community post, baby, she means it. Now what about this one? No, I shouldn't. Single moms already have enough resources. I would rather give money away to single people without kids and felons, especially male felons. Those are the people who need the resources. Now, I only put this little sniblet in, but if you were watching, you see it goes a lot deeper. She goes to say that single mothers, that they can get food stamps, Section 8, and all kinds of government assistance and yada, 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 yada. Girl, what did you come up off of? That's my whole thing with Peach. Did you forget where you came up from? See, that's my problem with her. Girl, you done got so ahead of yourself that you don't realize where you came from. And when you forget where you came from, you forget about who you are. You came from food stamps. You came from housing. You came from the projects. You came from the bottom. Then you sit here and you say some dumb stuff like that. But you go over here and you bless, as everyone says, Chrissy with $299. Now, what is she? Because she's definitely a single mother. Yeah, she's not a single woman. She's a single mother. She's definitely not a felon and she's definitely not a male. So I'm trying to make it make sense. That's what I'm trying to do. So that lets me know, okay, that therefore you went over there to do it for a different reason. Because when you sat down and wrote that community post and then you went over and did that, you made absolutely no sense. You did it because you want the shine. Ain't nothing coming from your heart. It's coming because you need views. You need people to talk about you. And baby, I'm going to talk about you. I am. Because I'm about to call out all the foolery. At this point, y'all, I'm really getting sick and tired of everybody coming into my comments saying, oh, well, why don't you go bless somebody like Olivia? Please. It be a cold day in HE double hockey sticks before I go over there, baby, and do a $299 super chat. I don't care if I hit $1 million. I'd be out here giving it to my mods and my subs. Why would I go over to some random person? You, as a content creator, get to know your subs, you get to know your mods, and everything else. Why didn't she just bless one of her subs or mods with a Cash App? Oh, I forgot. You don't have no mods but yourself because you're selfish. Oh, okay. So let's go on to the next shade. Okay, so did you guys catch this shade, okay? Imagine being in my business and not knowing who your baby daddy is. Now, we all know who this shade is at. It's at Fifi. And I'm going to say this because I'm a woman. If you came for me and my husband, yeah, you don't know what I might come for. You don't know what I might say about you. You might not know what I might do. You just might not know because one thing you do not play with is my baby daddy or my man, okay? That's just how I am, okay? So we can imagine that that's why Peach did it. But it's the buffoonery of this whole statement that gets me. You're going to put this up because you think you're shading Fifi. But at the end of the day, maybe you need to go on the Maury Povich show, honey, baby, boo-boo, child, and figure out why your husband, has DNA tests and you are not the mammy. See, that's what I think. When I read this shade, I'm like, ooh, go ahead and throw it, girl. But you better be able to pick it up. Because at the end of the day, if you went on the Maury Povich show and you put all the kids that your husband had up there, it's going to be one or two of them that they're going to say, you are not the mammy. So see how that just backfires right at you? You think you're doing something. You think you're saying something. You think you're being something. But at the end of the day, your husband has outside children. Now, you explain that. Because, see, you the woman that get on here every single day, and you are loving his dirty draws, and you're hiding your dirty draws, okay? Because you're whack. Then you get on there and you explain why a DNA test that say you're not the mammy, and why you have to get on here and say those aren't my kids, those are Wood kids. You explain that. So see, when you throw shade, honey, you better be able to look at it and get it back. Because, honey, do not. Have y'all ever heard this? Please don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. And right now, Pete, you live in a glass house, honey. So you shouldn't be worried about nobody baby daddy. Instead, you should be worried about what your husband is out here doing. Because in the words of Loretta Brown, baby, your daddy is Pete the me, and you married Willie Lump Lump, been got a bum, still got a bum. And he's out here burning his wood in other people's fireplace. So see, honey, don't throw it unless you can catch it. Unless you can catch a reed, baby, don't throw it. You want to sit over here and make all these videos. Oh, they cyberbullying me. What should I do? What should I do? I'm that type. Girl, no, it ain't. See, people need to stop using the term bullying when you just making content and reacting off the content. I didn't tell you to go and write these community posts. I didn't tell you to make these videos. So when you continue to do them and you make yourself look like the train wreck that you are, then I'm going to react on them. You look very desperate out here in the YouTube streets. And if you think you don't, well, honey, your hairstyle just reads desperate. Now, how about that? Your whole hairstyle reads desperate. Your whole community post reads desperate. And then the videos that you make, desperate. You're over here making videos saying that your husband looks like a pretty boy. And he's not worried about one thing that you're saying. You're at the casino, Peach, having dinner by yourself while your husband is over there gambling with your big bag and your big bank. And you're hoping that he'll win enough money to take you to City Trends and get you a multicolored dress that does not fit right. See, that's the read that you need, see. Sometimes people just need to be brought down to a level. And I wouldn't care what nobody say. I'm going to sit here and I'm a reader for filth. Girl, you went over there and you did that shit with Chrissy. Not to do no blessing, not to be trying to be nice, not to try and do anything. You did it to be funny. See, you did it because, now people will talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to talk about you. See, that's how that goes, okay? That's how it goes out here in these streets. Girl, you are really something else. Peach. Shouldn't there be some other things that you focus on? I mean, let me just say this. You got on here and you said that it was too much to get proper schooling for your child, but you can give a random person that you ain't never met $300. Then you can get on here and say that you're going to buy your nephew a car for $3,000. Then you get on here and you say how you giving your husband big bag, big bank, but you ain't worried about your child, girl. The problem is you. Period, point blank. You won't invest $300 to go to a therapist to get your mind and head straight, but you will invest $300 into somebody else's channel. Girl, we trying to make it make sense. That's all we trying to do. We trying to make it make sense because right now it don't add up. And honey, if it was 2 + 2 when it came to you, I'd have to say it was 9 because you was on the 69 South going backwards. Y'all, let me stop. I really wanted to check in and see if you guys had seen this because this just lets you know where this woman's head is, her feelings, her mind, her mentality, and everything else because she's worried about the wrong things. And see, if somebody will be in my comments and saying, Storm, you worried about the wrong things. No, baby, I'm worried about the right things. I'm a reactor out here on these YouTube trees. And this is the job that I get paid to do. I get paid by Google AdSense to do it. And I'm going to continue to do it because we over here, the storm chasers, we can read right through her. So, enjoy your Sunday subliminals because, baby, it's been caught by storm. I'm going to see y'all in the comments.